we're through 6 full. Back here at Rogers Center in Toronto. Orioles leading this one through 6 as we take a look at our game summary to this point. Casey Jansen will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Good pitch to start the at-bat as it's bounced to Johnson at second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Nick Markakis will step in, a base hit in his last time. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. 1-0 pitch now. 2-0 now.
When you're down by 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Now a swing and a sharp ground ball toward the hole. Up with it is Johnson. On to first, and Markakis is retired 2 away. Mark Reynolds will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. And now the Blue Jays get a left-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Hit hard on the ground to short. Taken there by Escobar. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. And since we saw the AL earlier in the afternoon, here's a check of today's National League scoreboard. First pitch swinging as this is on the ground for the shortstop Hardy. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Jose Bautista will strike forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ballgame. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
And I know you've got a shutout working, but you got to be at least a little worried about this guy at the plate.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and yes, he went around. It's strike 3. Edwin Encarnacion come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. On the ground to the second baseman, Roberts. Throw on to Davis, takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Adam Jones will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. First pitch coming. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
And this guy's hitless in 7 at-bats in the series, so he may be pressing a bit up there.
0-1 pitch is bounced on the ground to second for Johnson. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. A look at our line score from the Rogers Center, and Toronto fans, not much to show to boat at this point. It has not gone well for the homestanding Blue Jays so far. Darren Oliver will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. J.J. Hardy stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Having a hard time finding the strike zone here to start the 8th.
And he gets under this one and, in fact, breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Lynn there to take this one, and there are 2 gone now. Nolan Reimold will dig in. He homered back in the 4th. And he takes ball 1. 1-0 on the way. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. 2-1. Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
Easy to see they don't want him to get extended. They've gone in on 3 straight pitches.
Fastball in there, 3-2. Payoff pitch coming.
Ground ball.
Hard hit ball back up the middle. And a dive there by Escobar, but he can't get
Almost
it. It's a
had
base
it.
hit. Chris Davis will try and keep it going. 3 for 3
Gotta get
thus
Chris
far.
Davis out here.
And a fastball is in there for strike 1. fouled back. Now,
Strike
fastball
three.
swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. One left for the Orioles, but they're on. Just about ready to begin the home half of the 8th, but before we do, let's go back and check out how the Orioles got themselves to a better state. It was thanks to this home run way back in the first inning. Get to a better state, State Farm. And he'll turn and fire a desperation throw to first. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Brett Lowry will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. One out, nobody on. Now a ground ball towards the hole. There to get it is Roberts. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away. Colby Rasmus will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Really effective with changing speeds so far. Guys just have not timed that changeup.
Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. And this is hit well towards the hole. Oh, look at Hardy.
It's an infield single.
Time, so despite the great effort, that'll go into the books as an infield single. Kelly Johnson will step in now, 0 for 2 to this point. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's a ball line softly back up.
And there's a base hit.
That'll get down for a base hit. Throw will hold that runner at second, so there are 2 on now with 2 away. J.P. Arancibia will dig in for the 3rd time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first is in time, and the Toronto rally goes for naught as the inning is over. And time to bring you one final look at the American League scoreboard here this afternoon. Matt Wieters will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the 9th. Francisco Cordero will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Pitch on the way. And he takes strike 2. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. Thames will get there as he makes the catch in foul territory for the first out. Nothing but zeros in the run column to this point as you get a look at what's coming up in the bottom of the 9th as they'll try to at least find their way onto the scoreboard and ruin the shutout.
Caught.
Bautista back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Andy Chavez will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
Nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, pitchers have the right to work inside.
And that misses as well, 3-0. 3-0 is on the way. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Not often you'll see a 3-0 slider, but when you need a strike, any pitch will do.
And he gets gets under a fastball.
And that
He's lifted
will end the
other
top
way
of the
to
ninth.
left center. Thames is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Yunel Escobar will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Omar Vizquel will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the ninth, and they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. Changed up, but it's hit pretty well out toward deep.
And it's against the wall, base hit.
Out near the Toronto bullpen. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Eric Thames will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Rajay Davis will come off the bench now as he'll pinch hit with a runner at second and nobody out. Rajay Davis stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. No one out with a runner at second. Now here's a slow grounder to the left side. Throw across the diamond by Reynolds gets him for the first out. Jose Bautista will stand in now. He's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Oh, did I take this deep? Yes! 2-run homer, Jose Bautista.
Stay fair, and it's gone.
All right, 2-run homer, Joey Dax.
Right field, as the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now.
Well, there goes the shutout in one fell swoop. One of the first mistakes he's made in the entire ball game, and it winds up costing him.
Now here comes the Oriole manager.
And that's it for
Arrieta. To the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough.
I knocked him out of the game with that home run.
So a strong performance here as he worked his way into the ninth, but he'll let the bullpen try and close with the final 2 outs. Darren O'Day will come on here hoping to get the final 2 outs and put this one into the win column. Edwin Encarnacion will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. And this one will be fouled back in among the fans. Now here it comes. Now a ball rolls slowly down the third base.
Oh, it's there. It bounced off the third base bag.
At third. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
Okay.
Adam Lind will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1.
Yeah, maybe I can pull off a comeback win here. Let's see.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Brett Lowry with the last chance now with 2 out here in the ninth. First pitch to him. And a check swing here, but did he hold up in time? No, he went around, says Earl Hendricks. It's strike 1. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 2, so the Blue Jays are down to their final strike now.
He's going to need to tighten up that swing a little down 0-2.
All right, let's go. Come on, let's go.
And he holds up, but it's a close.
And the Toronto Blue Jays lose this one 6-2.
Guys, you can bet their manager is going to like this. They win the first 2 games of this 3-game series on the road. Now they have a chance to go for the sweep tomorrow.
And gentlemen, one of the big keys for the Orioles this afternoon was the play of this man, Nolan Reimold. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
Man, he was a tough out up there in this one. 3 hits, including a home run, and without him, this might have been a different game.
So that'll just about wrap things up for
All right. Well,
and as always,
we'll see you next time.